Jim Bob Duggar, the patriarch of the widely recognized Duggar family from TLC's reality show *19 Kids and Counting*, has long been a figure of public interest, not only for his large family, but also for his business acumen. While much attention has been given to his role as a devout Christian father raising 19 children with strict traditional values, less focus has often been placed on his entrepreneurial ventures, until now. Recent reports suggest that Jim Bob made an astute real estate investment involving Walmart, one of America's largest retail giants, which reportedly earned him over 600% profit in just a few years. This remarkable land deal sheds light on Jim Bob's financial savvy and raises questions about how such opportunities are structured and executed. The story begins in the early 2000s when Jim Bob purchased a sizable tract of undeveloped land near Tontitown, Arkansas. At the time, this area was relatively rural, characterized by open fields and sparse development. However, it wasn't long before signs of economic expansion began to emerge. Walmart, headquartered in nearby Bentonville, had already established itself as a global powerhouse, driving significant growth across northwest Arkansas. The company's influence extended far beyond its corporate offices, spurring infrastructure improvements, housing developments, and commercial projects throughout the region. Recognizing this trend, Jim Bob saw potential where others might have seen only farmland. In acquiring the property, Jim Bob leveraged both his understanding of local market dynamics and his connections within the community. As a former state representative who served in the Arkansas House of Representatives from 1998 to 2002, he maintained relationships with key stakeholders and decision-makers. These ties may have provided him with insider knowledge, or at least a heightened awareness of upcoming developments that could impact property values. Whether intentional or coincidental, his timing proved impeccable. Within a few years of purchasing the land, rumors circulated that Walmart was considering expanding its logistics operations into the Tontitown area. Such expansions typically require vast amounts of space for distribution centers, warehouses, and employee parking lots, all of which would necessitate acquiring large parcels of land. When Walmart officially announced plans to build a massive fulfillment center adjacent to Jim Bob's property, the value of his land skyrocketed almost overnight. What had once been valued at modest prices per acre suddenly became prime real estate due to its proximity to one of the most valuable pieces of industrial real estate in the country. According to sources familiar with the transaction, Jim Bob sold portions of his land to Walmart and other developers involved in ancillary projects related to the fulfillment center. The total proceeds from these sales exceeded 6 times what he originally paid for the property, a staggering return on investment that underscores the importance of strategic foresight in real estate dealings. But what exactly allowed Jim Bob to achieve such extraordinary gains? Several factors likely contributed to his success. First, there is the matter of location. Real estate professionals often emphasize the mantra, location, 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 and in this case, Jim Bob's choice of site proved prescient. Northwest Arkansas has experienced explosive population growth over the past 2 decades, fueled largely by Walmart's presence. The retailer employs tens of thousands of people in the region, many of whom live within commuting distance of its facilities. By securing land close to existing Walmart infrastructure, Jim Bob positioned himself to benefit directly from the ripple effects of the company's continued expansion. Second, Jim Bob demonstrated patience and discipline in waiting for the right moment to sell. Many investors succumb to the temptation to cash out too early, especially if they see initial increases in property value. In contrast, Jim Bob held onto his land until demand reached a fever pitch, ensuring maximum profitability. His ability to resist short-term gratification speaks to his broader philosophy of delayed gratification, a principle he frequently espoused during appearances on *19 Kids and Counting*. Whether applied to parenting, career goals, or financial decisions, this mindset appears to have served him well. Third, Jim Bob capitalized on favorable zoning regulations and government incentives designed to attract businesses like Walmart to underdeveloped areas. Municipalities often offer tax breaks, expedited permitting processes, and other perks to companies willing to invest in their communities. For Walmart, building a fulfillment center in Tontitown represented an opportunity to streamline its supply chain while simultaneously boosting the local economy. From Jim Bob's perspective, these incentives indirectly benefited him by increasing the desirability of his land. Developers seeking to complement Walmart's project were eager to acquire adjacent properties, further driving up prices. Of course, no discussion of Jim Bob's land deal would be complete without acknowledging the ethical considerations surrounding such transactions. Critics argue that deals involving major corporations can sometimes exploit loopholes in zoning laws or unfairly advantage those with political connections. Others contend that selling land to big-box retailers like Walmart contributes to urban sprawl and undermines small-town character. While Jim Bob has never publicly addressed these criticisms, his supporters point out that he acted within legal boundaries and took calculated risks that ultimately paid off. Moreover, they argue that his success reflects the American dream: hard work, perseverance, and smart decision-making, leading to prosperity. Interestingly, Jim Bob's involvement in real estate predates his fame as a reality TV star. Before the Duggars gained national attention through *17 Kids and Counting*, later retitled *19 Kids and Counting*, Jim Bob operated a successful used car dealership in Springdale, Arkansas. Over time, he diversified his portfolio by investing in various enterprises, including rental properties and mobile home parks. Although none of these ventures generated returns comparable to the Walmart land deal, they collectively underscored his willingness to explore different avenues for wealth creation. What sets the Walmart deal apart, however, is its sheer scale and transformative impact. Not only did it significantly boost Jim Bob's net worth, but it also elevated his profile among peers in the real estate industry. Some speculate that this windfall enabled him to pursue additional investments, further solidifying his status as a shrewd businessman. Meanwhile, skeptics wonder whether similar opportunities exist for ordinary individuals without access to insider information or political clout. Regardless of where one stands on these debates, Jim Bob's experience offers valuable lessons for aspiring entrepreneurs and investors. Chief among them is the importance of conducting thorough research before committing resources to any venture. Understanding demographic trends, assessing future development prospects, and staying informed about regulatory changes can make all the difference between a mediocre outcome and a spectacular one. Additionally, maintaining strong networks and cultivating relationships with influential figures can open doors that might otherwise remain closed. Another takeaway is the virtue of resilience. Real estate markets are notoriously cyclical, subject to fluctuations driven by everything from interest rates to consumer confidence. Investors must be prepared to weather downturns and persist through uncertainty. Jim Bob's journey suggests that patience and persistence often yield outsized rewards for those willing to wait. Finally, Jim Bob's story highlights the interplay between personal values and professional pursuits. As a devout Christian, he has consistently emphasized the importance of integrity, stewardship, and generosity in all aspects of life. Whether donating portions of his earnings to charitable causes or using his platform to promote conservative ideals, he strives to align his actions with his beliefs. This commitment to ethical conduct serves as a reminder that financial success need not come at the expense of moral principles. In conclusion, Jim Bob Duggar's reported 600% profit from a land deal with Walmart exemplifies the convergence of vision, strategy, and opportunity in the world of real estate. By identifying a promising location, exercising patience, and leveraging external factors like zoning laws and corporate expansion plans, he achieved a level of financial success that few could have anticipated. While debates about the ethics and implications of such deals will undoubtedly continue, there is no denying the impressive nature of Jim Bob's accomplishment. It stands as a testament to the power of informed decision-making and unwavering determination, a lesson applicable not only to real estate but to life itself. It's no secret that the Duggar family has long been a topic of fascination for fans and critics alike, thanks to their appearances on TLC's *19 Kids and Counting* and subsequent spin-offs. Among the many siblings who have captured public attention, Jana Duggar, eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, has often found herself in the spotlight. Recently, speculation about her personal life reached new heights as fans became convinced she might be expecting her first child. This theory gained traction after Jana shared what seemed like an innocent selfie with her husband, Caleb Williams. However, eagle-eyed followers quickly dissected the photo for hidden clues, fueling widespread rumors that there could soon be a baby on board in the Duggar household. Jana's journey toward marriage has been closely followed by fans since her engagement to Caleb was announced. The couple tied the knot in 2020, marking a significant milestone in Jana's life. Known for her quiet demeanor and strong faith, Jana has always maintained a relatively low profile compared to some of her more outspoken siblings. Yet, even with her reserved nature, every detail of her life continues to attract intense scrutiny from those invested in the Duggar saga. Her decision to share occasional glimpses into her married life via social media has only added fuel to the fire, giving fans plenty of material to analyze and debate. The recent selfie at the center of this latest pregnancy rumor storm appeared innocuous at first glance, a simple snapshot capturing a moment between Jana and Caleb. But it didn't take long for sharp-eyed observers to zoom in on subtle details they believed hinted at something bigger. From Jana's choice of clothing to the positioning of her hands, everything became fair game for interpretation. Social media platforms buzzed with theories and conjecture, turning what may have been an ordinary post into a potential announcement waiting to happen. Whether or not these suspicions hold any truth remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: when it comes to the Duggars, nothing stays under wraps for very long. When Jana shared her seemingly casual selfie with Caleb, little did she know how meticulously her followers would scrutinize every pixel of the image. Fans immediately honed in on several key elements that fueled their pregnancy theories. First and foremost was Jana's outfit choice, a loose-fitting top that appeared to drape strategically over her midsection. To many, this suggested an intentional effort to conceal what could potentially be a growing baby bump. While some argued that such clothing choices are common among modest individuals like Jana, others were quick to point out that the fabric's flowy design seemed particularly tailored to disguise any physical changes. Another major clue came from Jana's hand placement. In the photo, one of her hands rested gently on her stomach, a gesture that fans interpreted as protective or instinctive, a subconscious sign often associated with expectant mothers. Some commenters noted that while resting a hand on the abdomen isn't inherently suspicious, the way Jana positioned hers appeared deliberate, almost cradling her belly. Combined with her relaxed posture and warm smile, skeptics saw this pose as further evidence supporting their hypothesis. Lighting also played a role in sparking speculation. Followers observed that the soft glow illuminating Jana's face subtly accentuated her features, creating a radiant appearance that many linked to the so-called pregnancy glow. Although lighting can naturally enhance someone's complexion, fans insisted that Jana looked noticeably different in this photo compared to previous posts, attributing the change to hormonal shifts typical during early pregnancy. Perhaps most tellingly, keen-eyed observers pointed out subtle body language between Jana and Caleb. In the image, Caleb stood slightly behind his wife, his arm draped lightly around her shoulders in a protective stance. For some fans, this positioning symbolized unity and support, qualities often emphasized by couples anticipating parenthood. Additionally, Caleb's expression, described by one commenter as proud yet tender, was viewed as another potential indicator of impending family news. While none of these observations alone constitute definitive proof, collectively, they created a compelling narrative that resonated deeply with Jana's fanbase. Each detail, no matter how small, served as a puzzle piece, contributing to the larger picture of possibility. It's worth noting, however, that without confirmation from Jana herself, these interpretations remain speculative at best, an exercise in collective imagination spurred by devoted fandom and endless curiosity about the lives of public figures. Unsurprisingly, Jana Duggar's alleged pregnancy sparked a flurry of reactions across social media platforms, ranging from enthusiastic celebration to cautious skepticism. On Instagram and Twitter, hashtags like #BabyOnBoard and JanaPregnant began trending within hours of the selfie being posted. Supporters flooded the comments section with congratulatory messages, showering the couple with well wishes and excitement over the prospect of welcoming a new addition to the Duggar family. One fan wrote, "This is amazing news. Jana will make such a wonderful mom," while another gushed, "Caleb looks so proud. It's written all over his face." The overwhelming positivity reflected the deep affection many viewers feel for the couple and their shared values rooted in faith and family. However, not everyone was ready to jump aboard the pregnancy bandwagon. Skeptical voices emerged, questioning whether the clues spotted in the selfie were truly indicative of anything significant. Critics pointed out that loose clothing and strategic posing are not uncommon among modest individuals like Jana, dismissing these details as circumstantial at best. "People see what they want to see," one Twitter user remarked. "She could just be wearing comfy clothes because it's casual Friday." Others expressed frustration with the constant speculation surrounding the Duggar family, arguing that such conjecture borders on invasive. "Why do we need to dissect every single thing they post?" Another commenter lamented, "Let them have privacy." Despite the divide, both sides agreed on one thing: Jana's influence continues to captivate audiences. For supporters, her perceived pregnancy represents a joyous chapter in her life, aligning perfectly with the traditional ideals she embodies. Meanwhile, skeptics view the situation as yet another example of society's obsession with celebrity culture, even when the subject prefers to live quietly out of the limelight. Regardless of where fans stand, the conversation underscores how deeply intertwined Jana's personal choices are with public perception and expectation. In the world of celebrity gossip, especially concerning high-profile families like the Duggars, distinguishing between speculation and reality becomes increasingly challenging. The fervor surrounding Jana Duggar's supposed pregnancy highlights the broader trend of fans projecting their expectations onto public figures, often leading to misinformation. Historically, similar instances abound where unverified claims spiral into widely accepted truths, simply because they align with what fans wish to believe. For instance, past rumors about other Duggar siblings' relationships or health conditions have occasionally proven baseless, demonstrating how easily conjecture can overshadow facts. Moreover, the pressure on celebrities to conform to public expectations adds another layer of complexity. Jana, known for her adherence to traditional values, might feel compelled to address the swirling rumors, not necessarily out of obligation, but due to the sheer volume of attention they generate. This scenario raises ethical questions about respecting private lives versus satisfying public curiosity. While it's natural for fans to engage enthusiastically with content shared by their favorite personalities, there's a fine line between admiration and intrusion. As history shows, unchecked speculation not only distorts reality, but also places undue stress on those at its center. Ultimately, until Jana herself confirms or denies the pregnancy, all discussions remain speculative. fans must remember that behind every headline lies a real person navigating their own path, one that doesn't always align with external narratives crafted by eager imaginations. Balancing enthusiasm with respect ensures that admiration doesn't morph into unwarranted pressure, allowing public figures like Jana to live authentically without constant scrutiny dictating their steps forward. As the dust settles on the whirlwind of speculation surrounding Jana Duggar's alleged pregnancy, one truth remains clear. The intrigue surrounding public figures like Jana transcends mere curiosity. It reflects society's enduring fascination with storytelling. Whether she is indeed expecting her first child or simply sharing a quiet moment with her husband, the narrative crafted by fans underscores our collective desire to connect with the lives of others, real or imagined. For now, Jana's story serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between public engagement and personal boundaries. Until confirmed otherwise, the question of a baby on board remains open, but the conversation itself reveals more about us than it does about her. Jinger Duggar, once a beloved star of TLC's hit reality show 19 Kids and Counting, has grown into a role she cherishes most, being a proud mom. With her husband Jeremy Vuolo by her side, the couple is now celebrating the arrival of their third child, adding another beautiful chapter to their growing family story. Jinger's journey from reality TV fame to motherhood has been nothing short of inspiring, as she embraces life beyond the spotlight with grace, faith, and love. The Duggar family became household names through their unique lifestyle, deeply rooted in Christian values and traditions. While Jinger remains connected to her upbringing, she has also carved out her own path alongside Jeremy, blending their shared beliefs with modern parenting approaches. Together, they are raising 3 children, each one bringing immeasurable joy and purpose to their lives. Let's take a closer look at Jinger and Jeremy's heartwarming journey as parents and meet their adorable brood. When news broke that Jinger and Jeremy were expecting their third child, fans couldn't have been happier for the couple. The excitement surrounding this new addition was palpable, as friends, family, and followers eagerly awaited updates on social media. True to form, Jinger documented parts of her pregnancy journey online, sharing glimpses of maternity photo shoots, heartfelt reflections, and even playful moments with her older kids, anticipating the arrival of their sibling. Baby No. 3 arrived healthy and happy, completing what Jinger describes as the perfect trio. Though details about the newborn remain under wraps for privacy reasons, it's clear that this little bundle of joy is already cherished beyond measure. From sweet nursery preparations to thoughtful baby showers hosted by loved ones, every step leading up to the birth was filled with anticipation and gratitude. This newest member of the Vuolo clan joins big siblings Felicity and Asher, creating an even fuller home brimming with laughter and love. Felicity Nicole Vuolo, born in July 2018, holds the special title of firstborn for Jinger and Jeremy. Named after virtues like happiness and goodness, Felicity truly embodies those qualities in spades. With her bright smile and curious nature, she lights up any room she enters. As the eldest child, Felicity has naturally taken on a leadership role within the family dynamic, often helping her parents care for her younger siblings. Jinger frequently gushes over Felicity's kind heart and adventurous spirit. Whether exploring nature during family hikes or diving into creative projects at home, Felicity thrives when given opportunities to learn and grow. Her bond with both her parents is evident in the way she seeks their guidance, while also asserting her independence, a trait many can relate to in young children. And now, with 2 younger siblings to dote on, Felicity is learning valuable lessons in empathy, patience, and responsibility. Next in line is Asher James Vuolo, who made his grand entrance in May 2021. If Felicity represents calm and sweetness, then Asher brings boundless energy and enthusiasm to the mix. From the moment he could crawl, Asher has been on the move, keeping his parents on their toes. His infectious laugh and mischievous grin make him impossible not to adore. Jeremy often jokes that Asher inherited his athleticism, as the toddler loves running, climbing, and playing sports. Watching him chase after balls or attempt mini basketball hoops is a daily source of entertainment for the entire family. Despite his high-energy personality, Asher also possesses a tender side, especially when interacting with his big sister. Their sibling relationship blossoms more each day, filled with playful squabbles and moments of pure affection. For Jinger and Jeremy, raising Asher means striking a balance between channeling his vigor into productive activities and ensuring he feels seen and understood. It's a challenge they embrace wholeheartedly, knowing how crucial these early years are for shaping his character and confidence. Becoming parents 3 times over hasn't always been easy for Jinger and Jeremy, but it has undoubtedly been rewarding. Both openly acknowledge the steep learning curve that comes with parenthood, particularly when navigating sleepless nights, tantrums, and the endless juggling act required to keep everything running smoothly. Yet, through it all, they've leaned on their faith, support systems, and unwavering commitment to one another. One key aspect of their parenting philosophy revolves around fostering open communication and mutual respect within the household. They strive to create an environment where their children feel safe expressing themselves and exploring their individual interests. This approach stems partly from Jinger's own experiences growing up in a large family, where teamwork and understanding played pivotal roles in maintaining harmony. Another cornerstone of their parenting style involves prioritizing quality time together. Whether it's reading bedtime stories, cooking meals as a family, or embarking on weekend adventures, Jinger and Jeremy ensure that their kids know they are valued and loved unconditionally. These intentional moments help strengthen familial bonds and lay the foundation for lifelong memories. As devout Christians, Jinger and Jeremy integrate their faith seamlessly into everyday life. Prayer, scripture readings, and attending church services are integral parts of their routine, teaching their children important spiritual principles from a young age. However, they also recognize the importance of adapting traditional practices to fit contemporary needs. For instance, Jinger has spoken candidly about embracing certain aspects of modern parenting that differ from her own childhood. She believes in empowering her children to think critically, ask questions, and develop their unique identities, all while staying grounded in their faith. Similarly, Jeremy brings his background as a former professional soccer player and pastor into the mix, encouraging physical activity, discipline, and community involvement. This blend of old-school wisdom and progressive thinking allows them to navigate challenges with resilience and optimism. It's no surprise that their balanced approach resonates deeply with fans who admire their authenticity and dedication to doing what's best for their family. With 3 children now occupying their hearts and home, Jinger and Jeremy are focused on continuing to build a nurturing environment where everyone can thrive. They recently shared plans to expand their living space, recognizing the need for additional room as their family grows. Beyond practical considerations, however, their primary goal remains simple yet profound: to raise compassionate, confident individuals who honor God and contribute positively to society. In interviews, Jinger reflects on how becoming a mother has transformed her perspective on life. Once driven by external validation and societal expectations, she now finds fulfillment in the quiet, everyday moments of motherhood, the giggles, cuddles, and milestones that remind her of life's true blessings. Likewise, Jeremy expresses immense pride in watching his wife flourish in her role as a mom, calling her the backbone of their family. Fans eagerly await future updates from the Vullo household, knowing that whatever lies ahead will be approached with the same warmth, humility, and determination that define them as individuals and as a couple. For now, though, Jinger and Jeremy are content soaking up every precious second with their 3 treasures, grateful for the gift of family above all else. Jinger Duggar Vullo may no longer be in the limelight of reality television, but her real-life story continues to inspire countless people worldwide. Through her unwavering devotion to her family and her steadfast faith, she exemplifies what it means to live with purpose and passion. Alongside Jeremy, she is building a legacy rooted in love, kindness, and unity, one joyful memory at a time. As we celebrate the arrival of baby No. 3 and get to know Felicity and Asher better, it's impossible not to feel uplifted by the Vulos' example. Their journey reminds us that while life may present its share of trials, the bonds we forge with loved ones carry us through. Here's to Jinger, Jeremy, and their 3 incredible children, a testament to the beauty of family, faith, and finding joy in the ordinary.